Ready? Milk!
1-2-Switch is a totally bizarre party game that made me laugh much harder than similar collections like WarioWare or Mario Party, but I'm still not sure if I was laughing at it or with it. The assortment of 28 unique minigames seems to exist to show off the fidelity of the sensors on the Joy-Con controllers, and they do, but the remarkably unique games lack any real depth.
Tilt your Joy-Con and it will vibrate, like you're holding a box with balls rolling around inside.
The weirdness starts at the very beginning. Each individual game is introduced with a fairly well-produced live-action trailer/tutorial that gives you an idea of the overall tone and mechanics. Some are bad at communicating what you're supposed to do though, and a lot of your first play sessions will probably involve a whole lot of people saying, "Wait, what am I supposed to do here?"
But you can try enticing your opponent to re-roll.
Even when you have an understanding of how different games work, some, like the baseball minigame, are confusing anyway. For example, when you're at bat, you can get caught out by a virtual player on a non-existent field. I was never able to tell the physical difference between a successful swing and a losing one. Games like Gorilla, Baby, and Zen, even after the tutorials, serve very little appeal beyond the novelty of how odd they are. Gorilla has you pound your chest, something you could do without a Joy-Con if you really wanted, but you probably don't. Baby has you take the console out of the dock and hold it like a baby, meaning everyone else in the room has to be told to shut up and hold still. And Zen has you sit perfectly still, or just put the Joy-Con down and leave. The Switch can't actually tell the difference. There's a big issue with audio-based games in a party setting too. They become unplayable if there's too much background noise. It's odd to have a party game you can't play at an actual party where people are talking or listening to music.
Face the crowd! 1, 2, 3, come on!
And yet the things that do work make people laugh much more than most. Even after 4 hours of experiencing all of 1-2-Switch's absurdities with a small group, I didn't feel bored of the selection of games, and I easily could have added a few more hours of playing the simple reflex contest of Quick Draw on top of all that. Even if it's laughter at the expense of someone chomping on absolutely nothing just for the Joy-Con to pick up how many virtual sandwiches they've eaten, 1-2-Switch offers an oddly personal competitive experience that's tailored to your own social setting. We laughed so hard at Milk, the game where you milk a virtual cow, and the unnatural motions it forces you into, all the while encouraging eye contact between the two players. Beyond humor, there's also a degree of wonderment in discovering exactly how the hardware works. Ball count still seems like magic to me, in that you have to count the amount of small virtual balls that are present in the Joy-Con based on stimulation through precise vibration and sound. It's an interesting demonstration of the technology, though it is more gimmicky than anything else. There are a few different modes too, including a virtual board game that increases the usual number of players by encouraging you to split up into teams and pass the controllers around. In that, it's inclusive and adaptable, and I think even people who've never played a game before could become wholly comfortable with 1-2-Switch in a matter of hours. That said, I think this is a game that you show to people once, maybe when you're trying to introduce them to the Switch, and then probably never again.
Start.
1-2-Switch is the Switch's version of Wii Sports, in that it acts as an overall mission statement for the console itself. The quirky, bizarre nature of the unique minigames make it a funny, memorable experience, but some games are hard to play at first due to unclear tutorials and dialogue cues. Despite its oddities and flaws, I've had so much fun playing and watching 1-2-Switch with a small group of friends that I can recommend it in that specific situation, and I don't have much desire to go back. For more on the Nintendo Switch, check out our Switch unboxing, the system review, and our review of The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.